Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are studying English textbook of ninth class, and today we are going to start the unit number 2. The title of this unit is Patriotism. Patriotism. Patriotism means love for country. Paragraph number 1. First listen carefully. Patriotism means love for the motherland or devotion to one's country. A patriot loves his country and is willing to sacrifice when the need arises. The word patriot comes from the Latin word patriota, which means countryman. It is considered a commendable quality. Now listen again and underline the difficult words. Patriotism means love for motherland or devotion to one's country. A patriot loves his country and is willing to sacrifice when the need arises. The word patriot comes from Latin word patriota, which means countryman. It is considered a commendable quality. Now listen again with the explanation of some difficult words. Patriotism means love for the motherland. Motherland, country or homeland, or devotion to one's country. Devotion means loyalty, attachment to one's country. This is the definition of patriotism. Patriotism means love for the motherland, for the homeland, and attachment, loyalty to one's country. A patriot. Patriot means lover of country. Always loves his country and is willing to sacrifice. Willing means he is every time ready. He is pleased, he is happy to sacrifice, to surrender, to offer his life when the need arises, when the need appears. The word patriot comes from the Latin word patriota. This is from the language Latin. This word, its roots are in Latin language. In Latin, the word is patriota. From patriota we get patriot and patriotism. In Latin language, patriota means countryman. Countryman means fellow citizen or the citizen of the same country. Such type of person is called countryman. It is considered, it is regarded, it is thought a commendable quality. Commendable quality means admirable, praisable quality. Paragraph number 2. First listen. Patriotism gives people the strength and courage to safeguard the interest of the country and nation. For a patriot, the sovereignty, integrity, and honor of the country are supreme values, on which no compromise can be made. Patriots render sacrifice for the preservation and protection of these values. Now underline some difficult words. Patriotism gives people the strength and courage to safeguard the interest of the country and nation. For a patriot, sovereignty, integrity, and honor of the country are supreme values, on which no compromise can be made. Patriots render sacrifice for the preservation and protection of these values. Okay, now explanation. Patriotism gives people the strength and courage. Benefit of patriotism, the passion of patriotism. Patriotism gives people the strength, power, and courage, bravery, courage, to safeguard means to protect the interest of the country, interest benefit, the benefit of the country and the nation. For a patriot, the sovereignty, integrity, and honor of the country are supreme values. For a patriot, the supreme values are sovereignty, supremacy, integrity, unity, and honor mean respect of the country. These are supreme values. Supreme values mean greatest values, superior values. Value is a moral code or principle in the society. Okay. So for him, the supreme values, the greatest values, the superior values are sovereignty, supremacy of the country or independence of the country, integrity, unity, solidarity of the country, and honor of the country. They are supreme values for a patriot, on which no compromise can be made. On these values, on these supreme values of sovereignty, integrity, and honor, a patriot cannot compromise with anyone on these values. Patriot renders sacrifice. Patriots render sacrifice means they offer, they present sacrifice for the preservation, for the protection, for the security of country, these values, and protection of these values. Paragraph number 3. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a nation builder and a great patriot. He wanted to protect the values, culture, and tradition of the Muslims of subcontinent. He gave the Muslims a sense of identity by securing a separate homeland for them. He said, "We must develop a sense of patriotism which galvanizes us all into one united and strong nation." Now listen again and underline difficult words. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a nation builder and a great patriot. He wanted to protect the values, culture, and traditions of the Muslims of subcontinent. He gave the Muslims a sense of identity by securing a separate homeland for them. He said, "We must develop a sense of patriotism which galvanizes us all into one united and strong nation." Now the explanation. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a nation builder and a great patriot. Now the writer is giving the example of great patriots. First of all, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who built this nation, and he was a great lover of country. He wanted to protect the values, those principles that have been mentioned in the paragraph number 2, then culture, civilization, and tradition, customs of the Muslims of subcontinent. He gave the Muslims a sense of identity. Sense of identity means feeling of specification. He realized Muslims that you are specific people or specific nation. Okay. He gave this sense by securing a separate homeland for them. By gaining, by achieving a separate homeland country for them. He said, "We must develop a sense of patriotism. We must develop the sense, the feeling of patriotism which galvanizes, which strengthens, which makes us strong all into one united and strong nation. We strengthen all of us into one united and strong nation." Paragraph number 4. The spirit of patriotism makes us stay alert in case of foreign invasion. In the history of Pakistan, there are many instances when people laid down their lives for the defense of the country. In the wars of 1965, 1971, and the Kargil War, many brave soldiers gave their lives in the attempt to protect the homeland. Captain Muhammad Sarwar, Major Tufail Muhammad, Major Aziz Bhatti, Pilot Officer Rashid Minhas, Major Muhammad Akram, Major Shabbir Sharif, Sawar Muhammad Hussain, Lance Naik Muhammad Mahfuz, Captain Colonel Sher Khan, and Havaldar Lalak Jan all embraced martyrdom while fighting bravely for the motherland. All of them were awarded Nishan-e-Haider, the highest military award given to great patriots who lay down their lives for the country. Now listen again and underline some words. The spirit of patriotism makes us stay alert in case of foreign invasion. In the history of Pakistan, there are instances when people laid down their lives for the defense of the country. In the war of 1965, 1971 and Kargil War, many brave soldiers gave their lives in attempt to protect the homeland. Captain Muhammad Sarwar, Major Tufail Muhammad, Major Aziz Bhatti, Pilot Officer Rashid Minhas, Major Muhammad Akram, Major Shabbir Sharif, Sawar Muhammad Hussain, Lance Naik Muhammad Mahfuz, Captain Colonel Sher Khan and Havaldar Lalak Jan all embraced martyrdom while fighting bravely for the homeland. All of them were awarded Nishan-e-Haider, the highest military award given to the great patriots who lay down their lives for the country. Okay, now see the explanation. The spirit of patriotism means the passion of patriotism makes us stay alert, makes us active, stay alert, active in case of foreign invasion. In a situation when a foreign country attacks, and invasion means attack. Okay. In case of any foreign attack, in case of any foreign invasion, the spirit, the passion of patriotism always makes us stay alert or active. In the history of Pakistan, there are many instances, examples when people laid down, people sacrificed their lives for the defense of the country. In the war of 1965, 1971 and Kargil War, many brave soldiers gave their lives to attempt, to try, to effort to protect the homeland. Captain Muhammad Sarwar, some examples of such soldiers who sacrificed their life. Captain Muhammad Sarwar, Major Tufail Muhammad, Major Aziz Bhatti, Rashid Minhas, Major Muhammad Akram, Major Shabbir Sharif, Sawar Muhammad Hussain, Lance Naik Muhammad Mahfuz, Captain Colonel Sher Khan and Havaldar Lalak Jan, they all soldiers embraced, accepted martyrdom, divine death or shahadat, while fighting bravely for their homeland, Pakistan. All of them were awarded Nishan-e-Haider, the highest military award given to the great patriots who lay down, who sacrificed their lives for the country. Last paragraph. Patriotism, therefore, is not just a feeling, it is a life spirit that continuously inspires and guides a nation. In the word of S.W. Scott, a man devoid of patriotic spirit is like one who breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, "This is my own, my native land." Now listen again and underline the difficult words. Patriotism, therefore, is not just a feeling. It is a life spirit that continuously inspires and guides a nation. In the word of S.W. Scott, a man devoid of patriotic spirit is like the one who breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, "This is my own, my native land." Okay, now explanation. Patriotism, therefore, is not just a feeling, a sense. It is a life spirit. It is a life passion that continuously inspires. Inspires means stimulate, motivate, or encourage, and guides a nation. This feeling or this life spirit of patriotism guides the nation. It motivates or encourages the nation. In the word of S.W. Scott, a man devoid of patriotic spirit, the spirit, the passion of patriotism, and devoid of mean empty of or without. A man without patriotic spirit is like the one who breathes there, the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, hath mean, this is the classical form of has, this is my own, my native land. Some lines from verses or poem. It means a person who does not have passion of patriotism, he is like a man who breathes with dead soul and who is alive with dead soul. Okay, class, now homework of unit number 2. Number 1 is use the following words in useful sentences of your own. The words and their meanings have been given. You will use these words into sentences by your own. And next home activity is answer the following questions. Question number 1 is how will you define patriotism? Means write the definition of patriotism. Number 2 is write some examples of patriotism. You can write the examples from history as well. What kind of qualities do patriots have? As a citizen of Pakistan, what are your duties towards the country? And fifth is write the summary of the unit number 2. Number 3 is find out nouns, verbs and adverbs from the lesson and write them in 3 columns. Draw 3 columns. In one column write down the nouns, in the next verbs, and in third one adverbs. Okay, I will see you with the next lesson, that is unit number 3, inshallah.